Alright, so here we are and it is pouring rain. I'm gonna go ahead and shower after this, but this is what my front of my house looks like. It is empty, and I spent last night, I think over 2 hours, bringing all of my plant babies inside, and the place is looking very green inside. Evie's kind of nervous, but this is the result of what I wanted to do for my plan with my cactus babies, because a lot of them were lost in the rain, including my desert rose, which I'm really upset about, and a handful of cactus babies that either Catherine gave me or I bought. So not this month, rain. You're not gonna get the best of me. All of them went inside, and then here is what this section looks like. So everything in the greenhouse is pretty much secured, and with the rain and the wind, the greenhouse is doing its job. So all of my babies that I'm selling or propagating is in there, and they're safe. So this is what my space looks like when you enter. It is bare, so everything is pretty much inside of my home. 80% of the plants that are in here are in my home. 20% of them are still here in the patio but covered. So let me go ahead and show you how I cover them in the rain. So in this section, I pretty much ganged all of my big plant babies and pushed them to this side of my patio, because I have this big tree that creates a lot of trash, but it's kind of helping with the rain. So I have all of my bigger pieces ganged up against this side of my patio, and I covered them with plastic. Now these are just plastic that I've had just laying around in my home. I didn't go out and buy special big plastics, which I wish I did, and I still can if I wanted to, because we still have a few handful of rainy days left. But all of like my old shower curtain and my nursery liners, I've used them, even big garbage bags, to cover my bigger pieces. This is what this section looks like. I have George, my monstera. He's covered underneath my old shower curtain. Everything on the bench is still there but covered up in a nursery liner. I have my biggest fiddly fig covered up here, as well as my philodendron xanadu. I have my lipstick plant, as well as my red Congo philodendron and my string of bananas all here. There in the back section, I also have my spider plant, as well as my bird's nest fern tucked away there. So these are staying out here. I don't know, I'm gonna look at them from day to day and see how well they do with the rain. So in this section here, I have pretty much, for the most part, 80% of my succulents in this section is still on my shelf. Now I was thinking about bringing them all in and putting them on my dining table if I have room. I don't know, I feel bad for them because everybody else is inside. We'll see how this handles, but so far so good. But everything that is on the ground, if you watch my plant tour, is inside of my home. So all of my succulents that are displayed on the bottom part on the ground floor is all inside, as well as all of the plants that you'll see that was here to my left are also as well in my home. So here's another part of my patio, bare, which kind of looks weird because I've never seen my Tiffany blue table empty. But all of my monstera that I'm propagating and selling is underneath my Tiffany blue table. All of my Hoyas that are not in hangers are on my patio chairs on top of them, so they're covered, and I just sat them on the seat of the chairs, so they're tucked away there. And everything that's been on the ground displayed here, as well as in front of my wicker table and on my wicker chest, is in my home. As you can see in this section, my potting bench is wet. For the most part, everything is just kind of crammed to the side, and I have like my planters that are not able to fit in my potting bench tilted over so that they don't get filled with water. But for the most part, like my potting tray is flipped over in the front, and I'll show you that in a second, because all of my soil got wet, so I just have it covering the soil. And my whole patio section here is empty. My cushions are also inside. The whole wicker coffee table is bare. So everything in this section has emptied out. My bird's nest fern and my spider plant is tucked away underneath the tree on the opposite side of the patio. As you can see in this section as well, I took everything off. My sansevieras live here, and it is not a good spot for them when it's raining. So I lost a handful of them last month while I was away in Egypt. Not today. They are inside, so all of this whole section has moved either against the wall or inside of my home. So are you guys ready to see what the inside of my home looks like? It is so crazy. Let's go ahead and take a look. So here we are in the inside of my home. It is packed with plants. I'm probably gonna go ahead and change the point of view so you can see a better look of what the space looks like, filled with majority of the plants that are inside. So here's part of my plant collection that made it inside of my home, ganged up together. I feel bad for the rest in the rain, but let's go ahead and just kind of take a walk through the space. Now, I just grabbed and brought them in, so there's no particular order or how I organized it. I just found some room and stuck them into their temporary home for the next couple of days. I mean, I have all of my hardier plants here that don't like rain. So my succulents, cactus, they're all in here. And I'm so glad I was able to do this for them. As you can see, Abby is sleeping. She looks so cute. So here is another point of view of my space. And my floors are definitely wet. Thank goodness I have tile floors because I've been walking in and out of my space trying to get them situated for the next couple of days. So here's what the bed looks like. Abby's hanging out. What a life. She's sleeping amongst the jungle. I have a handful of my Hoyas here as well as my Senecio Jacobsonii here. And I have my biggest rubber plant here, my burgundy rubber plant, as well as my alocasia regal. I have that there, and my ponytail palm. So they're there. They got real estate there. So here's the point of view that I see when I am sitting on my bed. Yeah, this is so crazy. I don't know exactly how long it'll take me to take them all back out. It did take me at least 4 hours to bring them in. So here's what the kitchen section looks like, and I wish I could have this much plants in this space, but because I don't have a real kitchen, this is my counter space to food prep and all of that. But this is what I have kind of stored here. I have my Dracaenas, one of my Potos and Joy, my newest baby here, my Tradescantia, and then my cuttings that I got from the Bay Area. They're just kind of hanging out. I have them hanged up on the window. I'm using just the bars to hang them up there. All of my air plants are here. A few succulents, my Begonia Maculata Spotted, and my Pink Princess. They're all here, and they are getting some light here, so that makes me happy. I have my shelf, and I also have my double macrame hanger here hooked on with my S-hook to this shelf. I have at least 10 extra plants on this shelf that is taking up real estate temporarily, and I'm glad I was able to do that for them. Now, I think my favorite part of bringing my plants into my space is just kind of seeing what I would imagine it to look like if I had more natural lighting. I would definitely have majority of my plants in my home if I had more windows, but I don't, so that's why a lot of them are in my patio. Now in this section, I did add more babies in the plant gang, and I think I kind of love it, the way how it looks. So they'll probably stay like this and won't go back out when the rain stops. So this is what the current plant gang looks like. There's 3 plants that I added in this section. I have my rubber plants here, as well as my prize peperomia tucked away in that corner. So my 2 variegated rubber plants, I love how it gives a different color variation to the plant gang, so I'll probably leave them in here. And my peperomia, I definitely didn't want to lose that one, so it's tucked away here in the plant gang, and I think it absolutely looks adorable. I love what it looks like right now, so I'm definitely probably going to keep it like this and not have them go back outside. Alright guys, so we're now in my bathroom. I've never seen this many plants in my bathroom before. And I thought that the amount of plants that I have in my bathroom already was a lot, but now I probably doubled the amount of plants currently stored right now into the bathroom, and I love the look. I don't know, maybe I might do something like this. I mean, these plants, some of them have to go back outside because it didn't work in the space, but it's definitely giving me some inspo to add more green, because I think it's doable to definitely add more plants in this bathroom to have it more jungle vibes in here. So let's go ahead and see what ended up in here temporarily. So here is a quick point of view of what the space looks like with all of the plants currently hanging out in here. I have my peperomia hanging out here on the door, as well as my Adansonii. I love the fact that I was able to hang plants on the door. I may do something similar to that, maybe just a little bit higher so I can still get to the sink So that's a little plant inspo for myself. I have a bunch of plants now on the ground, and it goes all the way until this side here. So this is what the ground of my bathroom looks like, and I love having this much green in here. We'll see what ends up staying and going. Maybe I can switch it out to maybe smaller plants because I love all of this green here because I have a blank space right here. I still have my rabbit's foot fern here. I still have the same plants here in this section, so nothing changed, but I did tuck away a few extra babies that needed shelter, and I love the plants just ganged up together in here. And here's just a little update on my Pelia, my mother plant. My maintenance guy ruined the plant and I don't want to talk about it, so hopefully sometime soon it'll recover. I'm not too sure, but it doesn't look as bad, but I know there has been at least 8 adult leaves that have been gone from that accident. So anyway, this is what the space looks like, and I love seeing plants in this section here as well as here. I mean, I still could get to the sink here, and I definitely love having plants on the door. So we'll see what I end up doing once I go ahead and take them out. I'll definitely love to do something like this, but maybe with smaller plants to give me more walking room. So here's what the bathroom looks like, temporarily housing a handful of babies. So I will end today's video here in my bathroom. I'll do the outro here because I am away from the rain and the best lighting in my home when it's this time of day, which is about 2 p.m. is in my bathroom. So I hope you guys enjoyed my rainy day plant tour. My home will look like this for 5 days straight. I'll go ahead and put all of them back out on Wednesday. So I'll probably go ahead and film me at least maybe restyling my space outside with the plants. Now I think this would be the perfect time also for me to maybe rearrange my patio furniture to give it a new look, because I've never moved most of my plants out of my patio space before, so this would be like great time for me to do that. Let me know down in the comments below if you are dealing with the rain or as well as snow, and how do you prepare for that. I've never had to do this to my collection before, and it was definitely a handful of hours. I was originally supposed to have been in Las Vegas this weekend for work, and I'm glad that changed last minute because I would not have been able to save them from the rain, and that would have been really upsetting, 2 months in a row losing babies. So talk about perfect timing. I'm glad I was able to spend time in my space to take care of them. So I love my plants so much. I am definitely a crazy plant lady, and I love each and every one of my plants. So a part of me kind of want to bring the rest of my plant collection in my home, but I am refraining from that because then I won't be able to walk in my space. So before I go ahead and end today's video, I definitely want to do a plant friend shout out. It's going to go to Kelly Donoho, and this was posted up 4 weeks ago. It says here, I just recently found your channel and I love your style. Your love for plants is inspiring to me. What a sweet soul you are to nurture them like you do. I'm enjoying all of your old vlogs. So thank you, Kelly, so much for leaving that comment. Welcome to my channel. I hope you are enjoying all of my plant content. From time to time, I do add different things onto the channel, but for the most part, it is curated just for plants, and I hope I inspire you guys. I'm definitely the girl next door that is a plant enthusiast that loves collecting plants, and I hope I am able to inspire you one way or another, whether it is through my Come With Me series, my collection videos, my tour videos, my Planting with Jewelyn videos, plant adventure videos, monthly pot of fame, as well as my Meet My Plant Friends series. I have so many different series on my channel, and there's definitely something for everyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was definitely one for the books. I've never seen this much plants ganged up together, and this is probably the closest I'm ever going to see them ganged up. But for the most part, I still have a handful of plants out there covered underneath the plastic. So I am thinking about them. I feel bad for them and in the greenhouse, but I'm thinking of them from inside of my home. I'm definitely interested to see how my plants will look ganged up together. This is probably the closest I'm going to get, but this is probably about maybe 75 to 70% of my collection in my home. So I hope you guys found this video inspiring. You can find more on my blog at ilovejewelyn.blogspot.com. Until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye.